What's up guys, it's Meg and it's that time of the week again for our weekly walker talk, helping ease your walker withdrawals 1 week at a time. How's it going this week guys? I know it's been a little while. I've been in a little bit of a Walking Dead funk lately where I know there's stuff to talk about, but I just couldn't really bring myself to make videos for whatever reason. So it's been a couple weeks. I decided to just let myself be, not make videos for a few weeks and just relax, and now I'm back and I'm ready to go. So I have a few things to talk about today, and let's get right into it. When we last left off, on my last video, we were talking about the filming locations and how quickly the crew left Terminus and kind of the theories behind, you know, what we think is going to happen, how they're going to escape Terminus, and where they're going to next. And I'm just going to kind of expand a little bit on that because we have a new filming location that seems really interesting. So we talked about filming at the house, how filming moved from Terminus. There was a car chase and they were filming at the house. And I don't have all the details on who was filming where because I've just tried to kind of not spoil things for me too much. So if you guys know, that's great. I'm not going to spoil it by looking further. But it seems like filming at the house is done and they've now moved on to an old hospital and really don't have any information on what they're doing at the hospital just yet. But it seems like there is a big, I think there was a picture on the Spoiling Dead fan forums, or Facebook page, excuse me, where one of their members had posted a picture of a big green, CGI screen put up in front of the hospital. So if you guys don't know what that is, usually they put that up when they are going to add things to the scene, so have a different background than what is actually there in front of the hospital. So whether it is, I don't even know, I can't even imagine what it would be, but some kind of background other than what is already there. So we have this new filming location at the hospital, but everybody's been wondering, what could they be filming there? Is there a specific reason that they went to the hospital? Is something wrong with someone? There's been so many theories. Is someone pregnant like Maggie? Is someone injured? Or were they just chased there and they just happened to take refuge in a hospital? I mean, I feel like if you didn't have to go to the hospital for a specific reason, it would probably not be the most ideal place to go and camp out. I mean, hospitals are generally really big, and I feel like there were probably a lot of sick people there when the shit hit the fan. So it's likely that there's probably going to be a lot of walkers inside. So it has me a little bit worried. There must be some kind of reason for them to go there. So there's been a huge rumor that Maggie could be pregnant, and that is why they're going there. The AMC network put out a request for an old sonogram machine, but they didn't say which show it was for, and I really don't think they would put Maggie as pregnant yet. I think that's a little ways away. We still have Judith as baby, so I really just don't think that that is in the foreseeable future in season 5 for Maggie. What I'm really hoping to see is either they're trying to save someone who was potentially harmed by the hunters, whether they're missing a leg, missing an arm, something like that. And we know that we have Bob, who is the army medic. He probably doesn't have a lot of medical skills, but he does have some. He's the only person that they have that has, any kind of medical knowledge. So I'm wondering if someone was either hurt by the hunters, because we know that the hunters are chasing them, or I would really like to see Carl's eye from the comics. So I won't spoil it for you guys who haven't read the comics, but all I'm going to say is Carl's eye, and those of you who know the comics will know what I'm talking about. They would need to go to a hospital for that. And I'm assuming, army medics and someone who's a medic in the military generally needs the kind of knowledge on how to handle a situation when you are on the scene, when that person is on the ground and they are severely hurt, and that medic needs to know exactly how to help them survive that moment until they can get somewhere, where there can be better help. I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but my point is if Carl were to get, his eye, Bob would be the kind of person that would have some sort of knowledge on what they would need to do to help fix Carl and help Carl survive. So I am really interested. I really kind of hope that's what is gonna happen. What do you guys think? Have you heard of any of the hospital filming? Do you guys have any theories of your own? Let me know in the comments below what you guys think is gonna happen. Or do you believe that Maggie could be pregnant? I could be totally wrong. They could decide to throw that in there again. I'm just leaning a little bit more towards it's something else. Either they were just chased there and it's coincidence they ended up at the hospital, or somebody's hurt and they need to fix them. I really don't think that they're gonna throw in a pregnancy so soon after Judith. I think it would be just kind of playing the same card twice, you know? Okay, next topic. I have gotten a few questions, or built up a few questions from you guys over the past couple weeks that you've been asking me, so I'm going to talk a little bit about that next. All right, I've got my questions ready, but I forgot to mention before that we did see the car that took Beth away in the end of season 4. We saw that car has been seen at the filming locations. So really exciting news. They're on filming episode, oh my gosh, are they filming episode 4 or 5? I can't remember now, but they're on episode 4 or 5 of season 5. And the car that has taken Beth away, which we're pretty sure is Father Gabriel at this point. I mean, we know Father Gabriel has been seen. We have seen an official photo, not an official photo, but a fan taken photo of him as Seth Gilliam, as Father Gabriel in costume. So we know that he exists in season 5. I'm pretty sure that he's the one who took Beth. I think right now it's pretty much a given. So the car that took Beth away has been spotted at the filming locations, which is really exciting. I will post pictures at the end of this video from the Spoiling Dead fan Facebook page. I will also link them in the description of my video, so you guys can go check them out, because I did not take any of these pictures. Obviously, these pictures were taken by the loyal members of that fan page. And be warned though, if you are not looking for specific spoilers, don't like their page, because they will post anything. And I'm talking like, they'll post Herschel's head, they'll post that Judith's alive. Like, they don't hesitate on that stuff. That's why it's called Spoiling the Dead. So beware if you don't like to be super spoiled on things. I always follow their page during the summer, and then I unfollow it when it gets close to the season premiering. So be warned there. But they're a really awesome page for any kind of filming location news, which is where I get most of my stuff from. So on to the questions. I have on my latest video, Jerome asked why, or no, what did he say? He says, who do you think will be the one that gets hunted by the hunters and eaten if it isn't Beth? I really don't think Beth is going to be eaten at this point. Who do I think? I feel like it's got to be somebody really good. If they will indeed follow the storyline from the comics and someone gets eaten by these hunters, if they are really what they say they are. As of now, we don't have official confirmation that they eat people, but you know, I think we all are on the same page here. I feel like to have a really good impact on the viewers, it's got to be someone that we are really loving right now. So it's got to be a big character. I really think that Tyrese's time is near. I've thought that for a while. But I really think Tyrese's time is near. I also think Carol, her storyline is wrapping up. We've seen Carol for a long time. We've seen her character grow from a very meek, minor character to a, you know, full-on major character who has developed a lot. She's no longer a meek person. She can hold her own. She makes the choices that no one else can make. I really think that her time is coming closely to an end. Unfortunately, I love Carol, so I would hate to see her go. But I really think that it's got to be someone really good, like Glenn or somebody. Oh my gosh, can you imagine Glenn, like, finding him after he finally found Maggie? That would be awful. So I guess my prediction at this point, I'd have to see maybe an episode or two to you know, of the new season to make a really good prediction. But I really think it's gonna be somebody like Glenn or Carol or Tyrese, someone like that. Although Sasha really, you know, I mean, she's an easy one to go. I feel like she's probably gonna go pretty quickly too. So yeah, I also think that, let's see, what is the next question? There hasn't been, this is the same kind of question. John Doe asks, there hasn't been a major character death in a while. Who do you think might be up on the chopping block in season 5? And will it change the dynamics of the show for good or bad? Well, like I said, I really think that Carol is on the chopping block. I think that Glenn or Maggie, man, they, you know, you can't stay happy for long in the apocalypse. And that's what I've learned with this show, is every time you think that you have something good going on, something bad happens to it. And I think that the whole buildup of season 4 was Maggie and Glenn getting back together. Like, that was a huge part of the season. So for them to finally get back together and be happy, even though they're in a crazy, awful situation right now, for them to be happy, that's not gonna last long. We know it's not. So I really think they're somehow gonna be broken up. Maybe Glenn, maybe Maggie, I'm not sure. But I definitely think Tyrese is gonna go soon. The next question is, do you think, oh, this is by JordDudeness13. Do you think Rick will let Tara join the group? And do you think Carol helps Rick's group escape and Rick lets her back into the group for having baby Judith? That's a lot of questions all in one. But yes, I don't think there's going to be any issue with Tara joining the group with Rick. I really don't. I think that they're going to be focused on escaping Terminus, and he's going to quickly realize that she is on their side if he hasn't already. As far as do I think that Carol helps Rick's group? Yes, I really think that somehow Carol and Tyrese and Judith somehow break them out or do something. We know that the walkers invaded Terminus, so I really think that Carol and Tyrese had something to do with that. And if they didn't, they're definitely going to meet up. As far as him letting her back into the group because he has Judith, I don't really think that's his choice anymore. You know, he had the opportunity to send her away at the prison, but that was because he was one-on-one. Honestly, I feel like if he had been back at the prison, I don't think everyone would have agreed to send Carol away. So I think he saw the opportunity to send her away, and she listened to him, and that's what he did. But I feel like in the situation where she's bringing back Judith, she has kept Judith alive. Tyrese has kept Judith alive. Rick is not going to be like, give me my baby and get the hell out of here. He's been through so much. I honestly think that her saving Judith and coming back to the group is redeeming enough for her to be let back in. And there's really no letting her back in, really. I think that that's not going to be an issue at all. All right, you guys, that's it for today. It's really good seeing you guys again, talking with you guys. Leave me comments down below. I'm gonna make a bigger effort to start replying to comments like I used to. So let's talk about what we think is happening at the new filming locations. What are your guys' theories? I would love to hear them, and I may share them in the next video if you guys have any good theories. So leave me questions down below for next week's video, and feel free to follow me on Facebook, where we can keep in touch and you guys can give me topics for videos and all of that good stuff. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you next week. Bye.